Jobbing.com arena as we continue to set the table just moments away from the drop of the puck here tonight. The Coyotes and the Vancouver Canucks. We talked to Zbynek Michalek moments ago celebrating his 600th National Hockey League game, and you got to flash back to this play late in the game, 10 seconds to go in a tie game. Michalek blocking a shot, as he told me today, desperate times I had to do it using the back of his body, any part of his body that he can. But that's basically what you get from Zbynek Michalek over the course of his career. 7 blocks against San Jose just the other night. He leads the Coyotes second in the NHL with 48. But look at the numbers in the course of his career. 600 games, as we mentioned, and all those block shots, 60 man games lost. And as we go to Matt McConnell and Tyson Nash, Dave Tippett said it today, probably 575 of those games he was partially injured or nicked up. That is just the way he goes about his business, isn't it?
Well, he's been great defensively, +9, second on the team behind Rob Klinkhammer's +12, and we certainly wish him well here tonight in his 600th game. The goaltenders in this one, Mike Smith for the Coyotes. He's 8-2-2, goals against average of 2.87. He was terrific Saturday night in San Jose. At the other end for Vancouver, Roberto Luongo, bit of a renaissance for him this season, 8-4-1, goals against of 2.28, and a saves percentage of .915. The referees in this one, Francis Chiron and Kevin Pollock, and the linesman Keel Murchison and Steve Miller. It is a divisional matchup. The New Look Pacific Division and the Vancouver Canucks and Phoenix Coyotes start just 1 point separated between these two teams in the Pacific, and we're underway. Should be a great night of hockey here on 3TV, so sit back and enjoy this one as Henrik Sedin will play one in behind the net.
Two of the hottest teams in the National Hockey League right now. How about the goaltending battle as well? Mike Smith versus Luongo. The two goaltenders at that Team Canada camp.
Coaches in this one, Dave Tippett for the Coyotes. Spirited Monday practice. No question they're looking to clean up some things. And John Tortorella, 17th coach in Vancouver history, was with the Rangers up until last spring. Won a Stanley Cup in Tampa back in '04.
Well, they worked in practice heavily on their defensive zone coverage. Yeah, they won 4 straight. Dave Tippett. You would think after that practice and watching that practice, you think they haven't won in 4 games. Always trying to get better.
Well, defensively, they gave up 50 shots to the San Jose Sharks in the shootout win on Saturday. Ekman Larsson in the corner. Now Henrik's going to go after it, but Ekman Larsson's going to try to bring it along, and the Coyotes will look to get it out, but they can as this one's sent in, and Smith will get a face-off here. Let's take a look at your keys to the game here tonight, Tyson.
Well, we've talked about it already in the open of the show, limiting that top line. They are top-heavy here in Vancouver. They've combined in their last 10 games for 32 points. You have to limit those guys and their time and space. A north-south game. Keep that puck going straight ahead. You can't afford to turn the puck over because you get too fancy. And that good first pass out of the zone. They're a hard, heavy forechecking team. That first pass on the tape alleviates all that forechecking pressure.
Ryan Kesler, as you mentioned in the open, part of that top line over the last 10 games or so. As this puck is going to be played into the corner. Coyotes have yet to get it out of the zone except for an icing call. And the Vancouver Canucks getting their down-low game going here as Alex Burrows will play it into the corner. Derek Morris going after it. Here's a chance for Higgins on a spinorama shot, and that's taken away. Good outlet on right wing. Radim Verbati's got Shane Doan with him as he dumps it deep into the Vancouver zone. And the captain hard on Christian Tanever's shot. They score! Oh, you shoot the puck at the net. Good things happen. And the Coyotes get on the board a minute 15 into it.
Well, that's how you start a big Pacific Division game. Right there again, 2 games in a row. The Coyotes score in the first 2 minutes of the hockey game. Good forechecking pressure by the captain, Shane Doan. Finishes the check. The Vancouver Canuck turnover. And then Martin Hanzal just throws this puck at the net. And where does Radim Vrbata go? Right to the front. Nice deflection by Radim Vrbata, his 6th of the season.
Radim Vrbata loves home ice. 6 goals now here at Jobbing.com. Played all the way back, and now Mike Smith will play it out. Radim Vrbata, 6 goals and 7 assists on the season. And the Coyotes get on the board early. Out of the goal, 1:15. Hanzal picks up one of the assists. And the Coyotes are off and running here tonight. Single assist to Martin Hanzal. And what a start here as we get a whistle here, and now we're going to face off.
Well, we're going to go back to the goal. We never got to look at it last time. Little chip in. Shane Doan, look at the forechecking pressure, the turnover. Martin Hanzal, perfect position. The high tip by Radim Vrbata in the slot. No chance on that shot redirect for Roberto Luongo. And there's the sniper right there. You'd love to see him start to heat up again. 6 goals now on the season, 13 points in 16 games.
And the Coyotes win the draw as Bodker will race it back. He gets it in over the line, flips it across. Ekman Larsson will find Bodker camped out in that left wing corner. Coyotes off to a quick start courtesy of the Vrbata tipped goal at 1:15 of this opening period. And now Klinkhammer down low for Vermette. Trying to work it out high. Bodker and now Stone. Right point will take a shot, goes wide. They try to play it off the inboards. It's loose in front. We got a penalty coming up here. It looks like a hooking call.
Now you cannot keep up. When the Coyotes are playing this type of hockey, forechecking, moving their feet, they're a fast skating team. You can't keep up. You force
Vancouver, 2 minutes hooking.
the opposition to take penalties. There's a play right there, a little interference by Henrik Sedin on Klinkhammer. So this would be huge to cash in on this power play.
And this one is banked all the way down the length of the ice, so Mike Smith will set it up. First, the Coyotes power play here tonight. As they get the early goal from Radim Vrbata in 1:15, looking to add to that lead. Played right back and over the line. Hanzal tries to leave it there, and he does for Yandel. Well, Yandel looking for somewhere to go. He'll move it to the point for Hanzal. And now Ekman Larsson. Mike Ribeiro, across it goes. Back out high, Yandel across, and now Ribeiro try to work it back out high. Good keep there by the Coyotes as Hanzal will play it right wing corner. To the front, deflected, stop Luongo as he stopped that bid by Radim Vrbata.
Oh, how about this puck movement?
Now Hanzal right side, works it to the line, Yandel has it. Hanzal, room, across in front, wide open that time Vrbata. He got a shot away, but Luongo good stick and it's clear.
Oh, good vision there by Keith Yandel. I think that caught Radim Vrbata off guard. I don't think he thought that puck was going to get through.
Played right back, Ribeiro out high, Yandel with a shot, and that's stopped by Luongo.
Couple big saves there by Luongo. Couple huge stops. That is just good vision and good instincts by Luongo, reading those plays before they develop.
35 to go in the power play. Back it over the line, Vermette. Now Vermette will look to set it up. Worked down low by Ekman Larsson, but clear to the line. Unable to get it out, Bieksa. Now Morris across. Back to the front again. Couple of players there. Bodker will chase it into the corner. And this one is cleared all the way down the length of the ice. So good movement, a couple of shots, and the Coyotes will have to hurry with just a dozen seconds remaining in their man advantage.
I'd still like to see more shots. Good puck movement, but maybe a little bit over fancy. He had success just because of getting those shots with traffic in front.
Goes up high, and now moving it out this time is going to be Alex Burrows, and he'll send it across for Daniel Sedin. Played in behind the net. Top line out there right now for John Tortorella's Canucks. Garrison plays it right back in behind the net. And Bodker will look to set it up. So the Coyotes finished on that power play with 2 shots. Unable to convert. Good puck movement, though. And they roll on here with their 1-0 lead, courtesy of the early Vrbata goal at 1:15. Big hit there. Bodker that time got whacked. And now Stanton and Morris having words. Ryan Stanton's been a pleasant surprise for Vancouver. And Stanton wants no part of Derek Morris.
Probably a pretty smart move. And there was the big hit. Mikhail Bodker, though, he makes the play. Takes the hit, makes the play. The puck gets out of the blue line. That is the most important part. And here's the puck movement on the power play we talked about. Keith Yandel jumping up over to Radim Vrbata. And there was the shot. So just great movement by Luongo, left to right, to read that play, to get over and make that save on Vrbata.
Good start here for the Coyotes. A shot taken that time to Higgins, and it goes wide. Played all the way back. Tanev will move it along. Kessler quickly back and over the line. Higgins with a shot. Steered aside by Smith. He got tripped in the crease by Kessler. Now the puck will be played around as Hamhuis will look to move it along, but it's intercepted by Kyle Chipchura, who will look to get it out, and he gets it back through center. Penalty coming up here, and they're going to get the Canucks for another minor. And so the Coyotes will go right back on the job on the power play.
John Tortorella will not be happy with his hockey club. Slashing the call on Kessler on the road. 2 penalties early in the first 5 minutes of this game. Already down 1-0. Easy call there for the referee to make. So the Coyotes with tons of momentum back on the power play. Their top unit of Hansel, Ribeiro, and Radim Vrbata. With Keith Yandel and Oliver Ekman-Larsson on the points. I like what Dave Tippett has done. All his eggs in one basket. He's still got Derek Morris in the barrel. But Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Keith Yandel together on the blue line. I like that decision.
Shot just wide that time, right in front by Ribeiro. Now Ekman-Larsson will play it back to Yandel. I have to agree. They are your best options.
Your top unit, you might as well make it your top unit. Don't spread the love around.
Yandel with it. Back it over the line, Ribeiro. He drops for Vrbata, who will chip it to the corner as Martin Hansel gives chase. Now that one comes in front, but it's taken away by Brad Richardson, and outletting back through center ice, and with it is Mike Santorelli, who dumps one in. Coyotes will move it along. Plenty of time on their power play with 1:15 remaining in it. Behind it at Ribeiro that time, and this one gets whistled down. Hey, look at the penalty kill numbers. We talked a lot about the Coyotes' power play, but hey, Vancouver, Tyson, they've been terrific on the penalty kill this season.
Yeah, 87%. Only 2 teams in front of them. You wouldn't be able to tell right now the way the Coyotes are picking them apart with their middle 3-4 foot passes. But they're a team that sacrifices them a lot like the Coyotes, blocking shots. That's what a good penalty kill is all about.
Vermette on the draw. Coyotes win control. Now at the line, Yandel for Ekman-Larsson. Now Yandel across. He plays it along. Bodker shot blocked away by Tannen. Good block there defensively by the Canucks. Vermette, good support though. Brings it across. They work it in front. Here's a chance. Doan, a shot and a stop by Luongo.
Oh, Shane Doan was working on that exact shot right from that spot this morning. Took about 20 shots from that area. He wanted it in his wheelhouse and he gets it. Look at the puck movement again though. Right there, boom. He was putting those up high into the top left corner. Puts that right into the chest of Luongo.
So Vermette and Richardson on the face-off. 51 to go in the power play, and the Canucks win the draw. They'll send down the length. One shot on this second power play of the period for the Coyotes so far.
Best puck movement of the year though.
Yeah. It's looked good. Although this one is blown up and now picked up by Yandel. Races it back and a shot deflected off netting, and so the faceoff will come inside the Vancouver zone. I agree, and a big part of the power play and the turnaround from a season ago, a lot of the credit belongs to that man, assistant coach Newell Brown, who's going up against his old team, the Vancouver Canucks, here tonight.
Yeah, and when you talk to the players on this Phoenix Coyotes team, that is where they point to immediately, is Newell Brown pointing out. Shane Doan talked about it today, just the little things that work and that don't work.
He's a perfectionist too. As Ekman-Larsson took a shot that was batted away and cleared out.
That hit Martin Hansel right up high in the midsection. That'll leave a mark. That's how you pay a price. That's where Hansel gets a lot of his goals.
Ribeiro will get it back in over the line. He plays it into the corner late in the power play. Hamhuis will try to move it along. Martin Hansel down low, but it's turned the other way and cleared as Kessler is now out of the penalty box. So the Canucks have killed off both here. That good power penalty kill unit coming through here for John Tortorella's group.
And the guy we haven't talked about is Klesla back in the lineup. What a boost that is to that back end.
And what a start here tonight for the Coyotes early on at the 1:15 mark. Radim Vrbata deflecting a Marty Hansel shot. Two of the best here tonight at Jobbing.com Arena in terms of head coaches, Dave Tippett and John Tortorella. You look at the most wins among active coaches. Well, Tipp's buddy Joel Quenneville leads everybody at 668, but Dave Tippett 437, John Tortorella 420. And with the win on Saturday in San Jose, Dave Tippett now all alone in terms of the most wins in franchise history.
Oh, they just honored him on the Jumbotron, showed him for a good 30 seconds. His face was turning a shade of red I haven't seen before. Little wave. I'm sure it killed him. All business, Dave Tippett.
He's a guy that he doesn't like the spotlight, as we get a whistle on the offside, but a guy that tries to put all the attention and all the accolades towards the players. And this was just moments ago, and they're clapping for him, and he gives a quick little wave.
No smile though, still. No smile.
All business. So McCulloch sends one in.
Smiling inside.
Kyle Chachura, far boards. What a job he's done. Way back to the front. I love the interview that Todd Walsh had with him up in San Jose when he was talking to his wife, saying, Don Maloney called. I'm just going to talk to him. Nothing's going to happen. Oh, by the way, I took the job. And now McCulloch will send right back in. Jason Garrison, who's really settled down in this Vancouver lineup, plays it for Zach Kassian. And now Dave Moss will send right back in. Things settle down a little bit here, Tyson.
Yeah, not a great start for the Vancouver Canucks. Just way too many turnovers. Their legs are not underneath them, that is for sure.
Stanton will play it in behind his own net. Clears it all the way back through center. Back it over the line, bid here for Kassian, and a shot ripped wide.
Use Derek Morris as a screen. That's a heads-up play there by Kassian.
Tanev couldn't keep the right point, so it's played all the way back. Hamhuis with it. Played back and over the line. Morris trying to take that one away. Oh, he's locked up with Kessler. Klinkhammer will play it in behind the net.
Might add, Dave Tippett has changed the defensive pairings. All the shots and defensive breakdowns that they're still allowing, they've juggled up their back end.
Tweaks.
Yeah, not happy with the way they've been defending. Definitely happy with the offensive output, but you can't sacrifice offense for defense.
Klinkhammer sent it in. Luongo the save, and he'll hold on.
Well, he stops pucks, he scores goals, and now he can live on your shelf. When the Coyotes host Alex Ovechkin and the Capitals on Saturday, the first 10,000 fans will get a free Mike Smith bobblehead, courtesy of Gila River Casino. Get your tickets today at PhoenixCoyotes.com.
And just to chase that a little bit, Tyson, Alex Ovechkin is back. He's healthy. He's back in the lineup tonight for their game against the Islanders. So he, barring anything unforeseen, injury or setback, he'll play here Saturday night when the Capitals are in town. He had been on the shelf for a few games.
A big reason why I love this new schedule, and everyone around the league, you have to see these superstars. You have to treat the fans, the money they pay. They deserve to see every superstar in the league, and Alex Ovechkin, in my mind, he's in my top three, without a doubt. Complete package, offensively, lays the big hits, entertainment, definitely get your value.
Oh, and by the way, Alex Ovechkin tonight already with a pair of goals. As this one sent to the front, Doan can't finish that one off. So Ovechkin and the Caps will be here on Saturday night after the Coyotes get done with that game tomorrow night in Anaheim, as we get a whistle on the offside. Here it's 1-0 Phoenix.
Back, here is the play we were talking about as Kassian uses Derek Morris as a screen. You look at right here, stop it here. He's got a clear lane to the net. He won't shoot it there. He's going to pull it, and now he's going to shoot it. Now he's got Derek Morris right in Mike Smith's line of sight. Just puts it a little wide, but that's a heads-up play. Here's a look, pulls it inside with the toe, and tries to use Morris as a screen, which he does. Unfortunately, doesn't hit the net. If he does, that's a tough save for Mike Smith to make. As you look at Kassian's numbers,
3 goals on the season.
Dirty mustache.
Speaking of, you're off to a rip-roaring start here in November.
Coming in nicely for old Movember.
Play it away. Now out of the zone. Moving it back in is Klinkhammer all over, but it's knocked away. Cleared that time by Kevin Bieksa. When you talk to the Vancouver people, they pretty much agree that Bieksa has been their best blue liner this season.
Oh man, did I hate playing against Bieksa. He is good, he's skilled, and he is mean. He has a nasty streak. Every time you touch the puck, he makes you pay with a cross check, a hit, a slash, whatever. You know you played a game when you played against Kevin Bieksa all night.
Sounds like you're giving a description of the old warhorse, number 53.
Yeah, and there's Luongo's Movember as well. Little mustache on the lower part of his mask there. Talked about
that mask will be raffled or auctioned off for charity at the end of the month.
Of course it will. Great idea.
I expect you to put at least a $2,500 bid on that baby. Played out. Korpikoski. Now Korpikoski will try to keep it, but it's turned the other way. And Santorelli now will chase it down. Nice play there to get a past Klesla. Goes in behind the net. Burrows to set it up, try to reverse it there. Tanev on the pitch from the right point.
It's an interesting pairing here with McCulloch and Klesla. Two real defensive defensemen.
Santorelli in behind the net for Alex Burrows. Came right in front. Klesla move it along to the far boards, and now the Coyotes will get a little bit of time and space here, allowing McCulloch to get it back to center ice. But here come the Canucks again before it's taken away by Paul Bissonnette. Nice job there to come back and fill defensively.
The whole practice yesterday on their breakouts, it was all Dave Tippett talking about a north-south game. Stay away from the east-west stuff. Get that puck moving forward. The minute they went east-west, he blew it down and got him to start it all over again. And you can see it's paying off here tonight.
Much better here in this opening period. They've allowed Vancouver just 3 shots so far.
Well, Vancouver's having a hard time keeping up to the pace of this hockey game. That's what the Coyotes want to do. Play at a high tempo.
Push the pace. Swartz trying to go backhand, got cut off by Garrison, but he continues on, kept his feet moving there. Now Garrison will take it in behind there. By the way, scratches tonight for the Coyotes. David Rundblad not playing. Neither is David Schlemko or Andy Mealy. Still out of the lineup, Jeff Halpern, upper body. He's on injured reserve. So Mealy, the healthy forward that is the odd man out here tonight. Chira looks up ice, and he'll move it there for Shane Doan, who gets it deep. Tanev. Now Sestito trying to move it along. A world of hurt, but he finds Hamhuis, and now Cashin will bring it along. They back it over the line. McCulloch takes this one away, but intercepting, however, is Welsh, and now play it in behind the net. Coyotes will look to get it out, and they will. Martin Hansel back through center. A flip and chase there as he goes in on Tanev. Good counter here, and the Canucks will get it back to center. Sestito, he's been out there for quite a while, plays it along, and now Mike Smith will get this one all the way back into the neutral zone. Under 6.5 remaining in the opening period. Early goal, a deflection. Radim Vrbata, here's a chance now over the line, but this play is offside. And the Coyotes get a bit of a break there.
Well, we're going to talk about that first pass out of the zone. You'll see Keith Yandel pick this puck up. He loops around. Good support there by Bissonnette. And then right out to Schwartz. That's the north-south game we're talking about. That important first pass to alleviate the pressure. Couple tape-to-tape passes. You're out of harm's way and into the offensive zone where you want to play.
Ekman Larsson will take a shot. That was deflected out high and played down the length. Or we will get a whistle here on the icing call. Hey, don't forget the first Arizona Lottery Buck Bash is coming this Saturday when Alex Ovechkin and the Caps are here. You can enjoy dollar specials on hot dogs, sodas, and more. Visit PhoenixCoyotes.com for details. My apologies, that's November the 16th when the Tampa Bay Lightning roll into town. So I was off by a week, but that's okay. Caps are still here on Saturday, by the way.
Oh, what a game. Get your tickets. I know mine went fast. Everyone in my family wants to go to that one.
Good weeknight crowd here.
Yeah, very decent.
Bodker behind the net. Klinkhammer going to try to work it back out high, but it's taken away, and here comes Ryan Kesler. Kind of a one-man band as Vancouver was in a line change, and so Smith will play it to McCulloch.
John Tortorella unafraid to play his top unit. Big minutes.
Chance here. Obakowski's shot is deflected over the glass and out of play. 1-0 Coyotes, courtesy of Verdine Bravada. Big night in Vancouver on Saturday when they hosted the Toronto Maple Leafs. Pavel Bure his number retired. Not bad for a 6th round draft pick, selected 113th overall by Vancouver back in 1989. Two-time Rocket Richard Trophy winner Tyson, 437 tallies.
What a player. You want to talk about entertaining? This was entertainment. Talk about explosion. What a fun guy. Great guy, too. I can't believe it took him this long to retire his jersey. He's in the Hall of Fame already. Should have retired that bad boy 5 years ago.
2 60-goal seasons. I wonder if that'll ever happen again.
Could he put you on the edge of your seat? I was drafted by Vancouver, so I had a chance to play with Pavel.
That's right.
Exhibition, but I still had a chance.
Line mate?
No. Oh, no. He had Gino Ojic there.
McCulloch sent one towards the net. That's blocked away and right in Edler's equipment. And so we're going to face off coming inside the Vancouver zone. He was a guy that would bring you out of your seat, Pavel Bure.
And he could finish. I mean, you look at a guy like Mikkel Bodker, they skate actually a lot alike. I think Pavel maybe had a little bit of a step on him, but Pavel could finish at will. I mean, he was way ahead of his time as far as speed goes.
Played to center McCulloch now for Yandel. McCulloch playing with Yandel due to the fact that Derek Morris is in the Coyotes locker room right now as the puck is moved along. Try to get an update on Big Mo. As this one is played side of the net. Luongo got a piece of that as Barrow will give chase into the corner.
That's the last guy the Phoenix Coyotes want to lose. Derek Morris, 4-game point streak, 10 points on the year as well. Just one behind Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Keith Yandel.
Ekman-Larsson and Stone now out defensively and looking down at the runway, and we see Derek Morris coming back to the bench, so that is good news.
Yeah, maybe just an equipment issue.
Richardson will play it back in over the line, and shot taken that time by Darren Archibald. And Ekman-Larsson will set it up. I think maybe the most striking number so far, 16 minutes into this hockey game, Tyson, is the fact that Vancouver has had just 4 shots on goal.
Yeah. I mean, you look at how much I talked about it, their top line plays. They play in every situation. They're averaging over 22 minutes a game, which is a boatload of ice time for a forward. So as this game goes along, every time they touch the puck, you take away that time and space, but you finish your check. It pays dividends as the game goes along.
The exit of center. Henrik will flip one into the right wing corner. Kesler goes after it. Canceled out by Ekman-Larsson, but he is able to move the puck around and he'll pick it up on the near boards. Klinkhammer trying to get it out. Now Klinkhammer will give it off there for Vermette. Coyotes just trying to bust it up the ice, and finally it's played back, and the Exo will set it up for Vancouver. Sent right back in, Smith now. Into the corner, Klesla fell down. Now Martin Hanzal after him, a shot, and stopped that time by Smith. Hanzal being hassled that time, and he was able to get some help that time as the puck goes up the ice. 5-5, the shots even right now. 1-0 Coyotes on the Bravada deflection goal in 1:15.
Pretty low shot totals for two high-powered offensive teams. 10 shots, period's almost over.
At the line, Klesla keeps trying to get a shot away. And on the carom, it'll be played across center for Higgins. Burrow's now behind the net. They're going to set it up there for the Canucks Santorelli. Edler at the line, left point, took a shot, deflected wide, comes in front. That'll be cleared away.
Good job protecting the front of the net. They're not puck watching.
Vrbata will dump one in.
That has been the issue, just too much puck watching. Puck's below the goal line, they're not going to score from there. Make sure you're aware of your responsibility in front of the net.
Bissonnette will go after it. Flips behind the net for Yandel. Now right back to Bissonnette, who will work it up on left wing. Plays it around Schwartz. Leaves it there, fourth line out of Schwartz, Bissonnette, and Chipchura.
That puck's got to go back behind the net right there. Schwartz lets it go back to the point. Get it in deep.
Moved along there, Sestito. Big hit. And now Sedin will move it along. So Tortorella gets that top unit out against the Coyotes' fourth line. As it'll be moved out of there, and now Bodker will get it back. As Klinkhammer will get it deep against Bieksa. That's what you're talking about, Tyson. Good angle off play there by Kevin Bieksa.
Yeah, every time you touch the puck, he's going to finish his check. He can do it all. Hits, fight, and a pretty good offensive game as well.
Under a minute to go as it's played back. Bodker takes a shot, batted away by Luongo. Now behind the net with 33 seconds to go. Canucks will get it up the ice where Zbynek Michalek goes after it. Moss now deflects one in over the line. Garrison is there for Vancouver. Korpikoski steals it. Korpikoski tried to get it to the front. Oh, he had Ribeiro. Meanwhile, Garrison forces it up ice, but that's broken up by Michalek with 10 seconds to go, and now flipped right back in. Michalek going to try to get it out. He does all the way back. Edler will chase it down, but he's going to run out of time here as the Coyotes and Canucks have reached the first intermission here. We're coming up in our intermission. Todd will chat with goal scorer Radim Vrbata. And we'll also take a look at the day in the life of my partner Tyson Nash.
Oh boy, that'll put you to sleep.
Probably a mini series, right? Stats and highlights as well. But getting back to the first period, much better defensively. Coyotes get the early goal, and I mean a critical stretch over the next 24, 48 hours here tonight than in Anaheim tomorrow. I think Dave Tibbetts got to be pleased with the turnaround.
Yeah, system-wise, one of the best periods of the year for the Phoenix Coyotes, but that's only 20 minutes, a lot more to go.
And a one tonight, Radim Vrbata getting his sixth from Hansel at a minute 15, and the Coyotes lead the Vancouver Canucks 1-0. Todd Walsh up next with the goal score from Jobbing.com Arena. Welcome back, Coyotes with a 1-0 lead as we get set for the second here tonight at Jobbing.com Arena. 3 players in this one on that current Ironman streak list, including Henrik Sedin, a couple of Coyotes, and Antoine Vermette and Keith Yandel. Jay Bouwmeester of St. Louis leading all active players. Good look there at Yandel, who has played in 318 consecutive. So the second period is underway. The Coyotes with that 1-0 lead, courtesy of Radim Vrbata's goal. And Antoine Vermette will get it up the wall. Intended that time for Bodker. Turning with it is Henrik Sedin. He gets it in over the line to Daniel. His shot, a glove save there by Smith. And this will get a face-off inside the Coyotes zone.
I don't think Derek Morris came out onto the ice for this second period. So that's going to be a huge hole for the Coyotes to fill. Oliver Ekman-Larsson skated over 10 minutes in that first period. So you got to think he's going to be up around that 30-minute mark here tonight in a back-to-back situation. The Coyotes travel after the game tonight to Anaheim. Tough couple days for those big minute eaters.
Hamhuis shoots and he scores through a screen. So the Canucks score at the 25-second mark of the second period.
Face-offs, how important. The Vancouver Canucks win it right back. Hamhuis has a seeing eye shot. Not sure if that was redirected in front. Let's take a peek here. Here's a real good look. Looks like Santorelli might have tipped that. Mike Smith didn't see it till the last second.
Now they give it to the defenseman Dan Hamhuis, his third from Mike Santorelli. Comes at 25 seconds. One more look, and we'll see if Santorelli deflects.
Vadim Vrbata, he's got to get out into that shooting lane. He comes out at an angle.
That looked pure.
Couple bodies in front.
Now back the other way, a shot on Hansel, jamming the front. Out of the line it goes, Ekman Larsson across. Here's an opportunity, Stoney shoots and a stop that time, Luongo. Good response here by the Coyotes before it's moved out by Kessler. Gets it in over the line, Stone cancels him out, but down to the corner it goes, and Henrik will flip it in behind for Daniel. And the Coyotes counter with it. This one is played back in by Shane Doan. Tanev spreads it across. Sent in that time by Daniel Sedin, and now Yandel will play it in behind the net. Try to get it up the ice. Icing's waved off. Good hustle there by Moss. Coyotes will look to set it up.
Yeah, great wave off there by the linesman to recognize that Moss was going to get in there to touch that puck first.
Smith flips this one high off the glass. And now picking it up is Smith on the dump in, and it's cleared out and all the way back inside the Vancouver blue line.
Well, 2-3 times in a row, the Vancouver Canucks playing that puck right to Mike Smith. That is not the game plan, I can guarantee you.
Over the line it goes. Higgins now. At the line, Edler, a shot. Stopped that time by Smith.
But that is the game plan for the Vancouver Canucks. More shots, more traffic in front.
Icing the call at the other end. Downstairs we go. Todd Walsh.
Guys, talked to associate coach Jim Playfair before the start of that second period, talking about having better responsibility with the puck in the offensive zone, leading to second chance opportunities, but also, like we just saw moments ago, getting pucks at the feet of Roberto Luongo. You saw a flurry of that just a minute or so ago. That's been the scouting report for years on Roberto Luongo for the Phoenix Coyotes, and they're trying to do it again here in period number 2.
Sharp angle shot goes sailing over the top. Kessler jamming it in there with Paul Bissonnette.
Yeah, not many weaknesses for Roberto this year, but John Burke, one of the best in the business at breaking it down and finding them.
Bissonnette will get one in. He'll chip and chase. Into the corner against Edler. Goes right in behind the net. Flipped out of there, McCulloch. And now Daniel play it across. This one handled by Smith, and he lunges up to grab it. Well, Mike Smith is right in the mix for Sochi in terms of goaltenders for Team Canada. Here are some of the other names, including his counterpart tonight, Roberto Luongo.
That's why this game is so big. Bragging rights for Smith and Luongo. Whoever wins this one, all those goaltenders, real good records. That is some depth, is what you call that, Matt.
We'll see Braden Holtby here Saturday night with Alex Ovechkin and the rest of the Capitals on Mike Smith bobblehead doll night. Over the line, Richardson, his wrist shot, and that goes off netting. That was deflected out high by a stick. Well, Mike Smith plays, he's played softball.
Now he's a back catcher. Done that a time or two in his day.
Yeah. Real good softball player.
That's what gives him the great glove hand. That's what he told me. Vision just comes so natural to him.
What were your other sports growing up? Did you just kind of play them all until you got serious about hockey?
Lacrosse was my big one. Box lacrosse. I loved it.
Box lacrosse is the indoor version of lacrosse, correct?
Yeah. Basically basketball with hitting. Anything with hitting I liked.
Cassian will play it across. Goes in on McCulloch. Coyotes here in the second period without the services of Derek Morris. Huge blow there as Yandel will bring it back and over the line for Klinkhammer, and he sends one in, and Luongo makes the save.
Oh, Vermette went in hard.
Yeah, and they're going after him.
They didn't like it. I'm sure BX is right in there too. You can hear a little bit of the chatter.
Yeah, you're going, no, you're going. I'll leave out the other words.
There's the shot. Go to the net. He gets pushed in from behind. No doubt about that one by Stanton. And this is last year. Edler with the hit on Mike Smith. Right in the pumpkin. So Antoine Vermette is going to be the only one going to the box. Looks like Stanton kind of gave it a little push from behind. But it didn't look like Antoine Vermette really tried to stop up that much either. So huge penalty kill coming up with one of their top face-off men in the box.
Dropping the time of the penalty at 3:48. So Vermette in the penalty box. And his face-off services gone for the next couple of minutes. So that means Marty Hansel in on the draw. Hansel is able to send down the length of the ice. Coyotes 16th on the power play, or on the penalty kill, excuse me. Hansel sent one wide, and now it'll be moved along. And Kessler through center. Gives it for Henrik. Now Henrik Sedin looking around. Setting it up in that right wing side. Here's a one-timer, they score. Wow, over the shoulder of Mike Smith by Ryan Kessler, and he's made it 2-1 Vancouver on the power play.
That was an absolute bomb. And that's the guy they want shooting the puck right there. His 9th goal of the season. Henrik Sedin just posts up, little saucer pass here, up and over and down, flat on the ice, right in the wheelhouse of Kessler, and he just buries it over the shoulder of Mike Smith. Mike Smith just didn't get over quick enough. Sure, thinking he wasn't gonna get it off that quick. That had some anger behind it.
So the Ohio State product gets his 9th. And the Canucks with their first lead here tonight, 2-1. Henrik and Daniel assisting, so their point streaks get extended. And Romero will get it all the way back through center ice before this one's deposited. Henrik Sedin now runs his point streak to 12. Daniel now to 7 as they assist on the Kessler goal at 4:15 on the power play.
Well, you want to keep that unit off the power play. So dangerous 5-on-5. Want to give many extra looks with the man advantage. I can tell you that. That was an example of it. Good puck movement. Henrik leads the NHL with assists with 17 now.
Two semi-old-fashioned style goals too, because they weren't in front, they were from a longer distance. You just don't see that all that much anymore as it's raced back by Korpikoski. He took a shot that goes wide. It's interesting, Lauri Korpikoski racing up the ice, and then he just kind of stops, and that was a good example there. He's going to keep those feet moving. Ribeiro now working it down low. Now Higgins will play it in behind the net for Jason Garrison. Burrows now on right wing, turns, and he'll flip it along through center for Mike Santorelli. Goes in behind the net. That's where Mike Smith will dish it to the corner. Santorelli all over that. Good little hockey player, Santorelli. I'm amazed that he hasn't found a permanent home. He's bounced around a little bit. Doan. And all the way back to center ice. Santorelli all over it again, and now played right back in by the captain as he'll send one in behind the net.
They need to reset here, the Phoenix Coyotes. Get that forecheck going again. Vancouver has found their legs and now has all the momentum.
Start of a big trip for the Canucks. It'll be 4 straight away from the Rogers Arena. Continuing on to San Jose, LA, and Anaheim. Ekman Larsson will play it. Now Now Ekman Larson paired tonight with Michael Stone will bring it along. Flipped right back in by Shane Doan. Kessler outlets, got it through center and over the line for Henrik to play it to brother Daniel. And now Tanev with a shot. Glove save for Smith. And will step out. Canucks with a pair here early in the second, including Kessler's ninth to make it 2-1.
Welcome back. Here's a look at this Vancouver Canuck goal. This is who you want having the puck is Henrik Sedin. And watch, he waits, stop it here. You see all this open space right here. And then you're going to see Kessler just go right up into that area. He holds it, he waits for him to get there, and then boom. Feeds it to him right in the wheelhouse. And there's the numbers. When Kessler scores 54 and 5. Incredible. It's a beautiful play though by Henrik Sedin.
They're a completely different team. With all due respect to the Sedin twins, I think Vancouver is a completely different team when he is out of the lineup. And we saw some of that last year during the shortened season. This one to the front and a left pad save Luongo. Sharp save there by Roberto as it's moved along. Backing over the line it goes. In the skates of Keith Yandle, and he calmly plays it along, and it's back to center ice where Paul Bissonnette chip on D.
Paul Bissonnette in his fourth line trying to get things fired up. Couple big hits by Bissonnette. Trying to bring some energy.
Zach Dalpe over the line. The shot taken that time is handled by Smith, and Dalpe right in on top of him. Hey, don't forget Coyotes tailgating returns Saturday when they host Ovechkin and the Capitals. The fun includes live music and entertainment beginning at 2 in the afternoon. For tickets and all the details, make sure you visit PhoenixCoyotes.com and get your tailgate on.
Let's go Coyotes! Let's go Coyotes!
It's supposed to be beautiful the rest of the week. I heard rain last night, Tyson.
Look at those Gauze dogs. Yeah, they're a little pitter-patter last night.
I went out, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, you could smell it. I could smell it though if it was raining in LA.
The humidity was all the way up to about 53% today. That's nothing. Play back of the line, Edler. Played in behind the net now. Richardson trying to go wide. Curley got it to the front. It's loose in the crease. Coyotes just trying to swat away at it. They
Perfect
will.
though. Example of boxing out. Oh, big hit there. Penalty coming up. Verbata just got pasted.
Here's a shot on, and it's in front. And we got a whistle here.
Got a power play.
Oh, it's a good thing Radim Verbata got up. He went in hard. I believe that's Cassian going to the box. Verbata right there from behind. I don't know how Cassian finishes that check. You see numbers. But here is the box out I was talking about. Mike Smith, this is how you defend. Right there. Box out, take away sticks, a loose puck sitting right there, and the Vancouver Canucks can't get to it. That's the stuff that the Coyotes have worked on the last couple days in practice, and now it's time for the power play to go to work to see if they can get back into this hockey game.
And what do we know about the power play for period one? Well, good puck movement. They weren't able to convert their 0 for 2 with 3 shots, but they got good looks. They were able to move it around, and Ekman Larson and Yandle back out at the points here for this man advantage. Goes back out high. Ekman Larson fishes for Yandle, and he'll set it up for Radim Verbata. And Verbata with it on that right wing side. Looking around, he goes down low, and Hansel will rope it back out for Yandle. Coyotes working that right side. As Ribeiro now with the puck. Mike Ribeiro works it in front for Hansel, who cuts now behind the net. Ekman Larson sends it across. Ribeiro is there. Back out high. Ekman Larson, he shot it over the top. And now we got a whistle here, and Hansel was pushed into the crossbar. And again, Marty Hansel in front.
Yeah, again, but how about the puck movement by the Coyotes? Zipping the puck around all over the place. Good support. There's Hansel. Hamuis just knocks him into the crossbar. Now it's shoot. You got to shoot. Move it around, couple passes, and shoot the puck. Not enough rubber on the Luongo.
Minute 18 remaining in that minor penalty to Cassian for boarding. We'll put it to the left of Luongo, and Antoine Vermette out there with Doan and Bakker. The point men remain Yandle and Ekman Larsson. That one right towards the net. It bounces free for Yandle to set it up. Now Ekman Larsson holding his Bakker, got it to the front and batted away that time by the long ball. He's been sharp here today. At the line, Ekman Larsson. Oh, Ekman Larsson for Yandle. Ekman Larsson tried to get one in front, blocked away by Kessler. Yandle with it. Out high, Ekman Larsson. A shot that time. Never made it to the net. Back to the front again. Bakker tied up beautifully by Kessler.
What a shift by Kessler. 2 blocked shots and a stick in the lane.
Ekman Larsson with it. Out high. Still looking for our first shot. Ekman Larsson holds. Gets it across. Bakker. Now Yandle. Back out high. Man's getting a little impatient as Higgins will pick it off, and he brings it back shorthanded. Chris Higgins gets it across. Good sticky handle though as he got back, and now Bakker will bring it along. 15 to go on the power play. Goes out high, Ekman Larsson. The middle play it in behind the net. Bakker is there. The battle with Hamhuis of Vancouver. Now it's turned the other way, and out of the penalty box is Kassian.
Not a single shot.
Cross it goes, and a shot taken that time is gloved by Smith, and he'll hold on to get a face-off.
Well, and a big reason why no shots for the Phoenix Coyotes was because of 17 and White. Kessler, big block there. Talk about sacrificing your body for the good of the team. And then the second one right there, right in the right hip. That'll leave a mark. And that's why he leads the entire National Hockey League in ice time by forwards. 17 games, 9 goals. Got his 9th on the power play.
We'll see him in Sochi, I believe, for Team USA.
Oh, he is
That's a lock.
Tremendous player. Speed, big power forward, and he does those little things.
Vancouver with a total of 8 blocks in this hockey game, 6 for the Coyotes. Back out high, Garrison found a lane, but it's knocked away. Ribeiro will try to clear it out. Good keep though at the line by Garrison. He's had a good night back on the blue line for the Vancouver Canucks as this one has lofted out. Well, Burrows that time took a bump from Dave Moss. And here come the Coyotes as Ribeiro bring it back and over the line. Dangling is Mike Ribeiro to the line. Klesla sends it across. McCulloch chips it behind the net. Ribeiro is there, got it to the front. Oh, and that went right off Henrik Sedin, and out comes Daniel through center. Drop it. Daniel now, right circle to the front. They couldn't control it that time as it's moved the other way, and the Coyotes will get it out.
How about that puck movement by the Vancouver Canucks? Tick, tack, toe. They just didn't have a finisher at the end of that shift.
Smith will play it in behind the net. Klesla. They reverse it back in behind the net. McCulloch was going the other way, and he goes back to retrieve the puck, and the Coyotes will get it out. Bakker has some speed here. Brings it in over the line, but that blocked away. Bakker might have fanned on that shot as it's turned back through the neutral zone. Sent right back in. Yandle through center for Klinkhammer on left wing. Klinkhammer over the line, he shoots, and that's batted away. Fought it a little bit that time with Roberto Luongo. Kassian across center, over the line. Chance there for Archibald, he'll take it in behind the net. Battle for it down low, it comes in front, but taken away, and now Yandle will chip it along, but the Coyotes can't get it out. Good keep here. Kassian out high, Garrison, he takes a shot and a stop by Smith. Good shift here. Part of that lower 6 for John Tortorella. Batted away and cleared out. There's going to be an icing call, however, so the Coyotes will have to keep their unit out there.
Well, get a Pepsi Saturday night family pack when the Coyotes host the Caps at 6 p.m. For $99, you'll get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 Pepsis. Purchase yours today at PhoenixCoyotes.com.
Ovechkin, by the way, just to put a bow on that, 3 points here tonight in his return against the Islanders, 2 goals and an assist. And the Coyotes here have called timeout with 7:59 remaining in the second.
Yeah, smart move there by the Coyotes. They got caught out there for a long shift. Line couldn't get off. Dave Tippett elects to use his timeout, give him a breather, win this faceoff in the defensive zone and get off.
Coyotes down to 5 defensemen. No Derek Morris. Zbynek McCulloch. Well, again, another block here on the centering play. And McCulloch is as good as anybody in the National Hockey League when it comes to blocking shots. He's had a lot of experience as of late blocking shots. 3 blocks tonight on 13 shifts.
Had 7 the other night in San Jose. And he knows what his responsibility is. Everyone has a job on this team, and that's a big part of his. That's not easy.
Higgins. Coyotes trying to get it out. Higgins, right wing corner, and now it's taken away by Vermette. Klinkhammer that time took a stick up high. Play rolls on. Burrows in behind the net. Tied up by Stone. Santorelli with a wide turn. Goes in behind the net. Now it's taken away by Vermette. Now Yandel tries to flip it along. Vancouver doing a nice job here down low inside the Coyote zone. Vermette will try to play it up on the right wing, and it's cleared out of there.
Oh, they get a break there, boy.
Good job by Bravado up ice. That allows Yandel to send deep. Now Bravado works, or Doan works it right off the end boards there, and the shot goes wide. Played in behind the net. Doan has it. They're just trying to find somebody in front with a little feed there, and now Kless is going to have to chase this one down. Way out to play it, though, is Mike Smith. And the Coyotes will get it back to center for Martin Hanzal. Over the line, Doan. Doan's wrist shot. Out of the way that time, and swatted down by Luongo.
Luongo is in a zone right now, making it look pretty easy.
Daniel over the line. Kessler with it. Now Kessler picked off the puck by Klesla. The Coyotes come right back. Dumped in by McCulloch. The X in behind the net. 6:18 remaining second period. Vancouver trailed 1-0 on the Bravado goal at the end of one. They've tallied a pair here in the second from Hamhuis and Kessler to lead this one 2-1. Over the line that time for Ribeiro, cleared away. Ekman Larsson plays it. You referenced him earlier in the period. He had 31 minutes and a second the other night in San Jose, a career high.
Todd Wolf back here at JOHNMY.com Arena, guys. You talked about Dave Tippett being recognized in-house earlier for passing Bobby Francis for most wins in Coyotes franchise history. Whenever I think of Bobby Francis, though, I think of John Tortorella, because a long time ago, John Tortorella was a finalist, former Coyotes assistant, to become the head coach here in Phoenix. And then you throw Don Maloney into the mix as part of the story. And coming up in the second intermission, I hope you'll stick around. Sort of 3 degrees of separation between Bob Francis, Dave Tippett, John Tortorella, with a dash of Don Maloney when no Kevin Bacon, okay? Stick around for that. Interesting story.
It's just, the hockey world and the hockey community is a small one, Tyson.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Can't wait for that.
Played all the way back, and we get an icing call here, and so the faceoff will come back. Coyotes have got to reestablish, rediscover some of the attributes that got them off to a quick start here tonight against the Vancouver Canucks.
Well, you got to give Vancouver some credit. They're a very, very good hockey club, and they're starting to
They've kicked it up.
Get their legs, the adjustments that they've made, and they're dominating in the face-off circle.
Always a big part of success because it leads to puck possession. You can do so many things when you're able to set up your offense. This one all the way down where Luongo covers up. Rough ride in behind there by Michael Stone on that sequence.
That took a big hit. And Luongo has been really good in this hockey game. I know he has had his struggles.
Oh, the irony, right?
Yeah, but is he in a zone tonight, just making it look so easy. Rebound control.
At the line, McCulloch. His shot deflects wide. I mentioned the irony because everybody thought he was going to be the guy that would be dealt. Instead, it was Corey Schneider on draft day that got dealt to the New Jersey Devils.
I think he had several meetings as well. He even wanted to come back and be a part of this team.
He's an interesting follow on Twitter, that's for sure.
Oh, he's a classic.
Garrison played to the corner. He's got one of the bigger contracts, and that's really made things very difficult for the Vancouver Canucks. And behind the net, Ekman Larsson. Now this one's going to be turned the other way, and Klinkhammer will bring it back to center. Works it down low into the corner on Edler. Well, he plays it in behind the net where Jason Garrison's going to go after it. And the Canucks will clear it all the way back. Dean Bourbada sends back in. Korpikoski tried to chase it to the corner. Now it's out of the zone. And dumped right back in by Daniel Sedin. Lesla. Now BX all the way back. Plays it in behind the net. Burrow's now on right wing to center. There's it back and over the line. He drops it. Higgins looking around. Higgins wrist shot. It's underneath Smith. Can we get a whistle here? Quick whistle there. That the puck was loose.
BX jumping in.
We'll step out. 2-1 Vancouver.
Welcome back, and here's a good example. Keep an eye on Kevin Bieksa. A little give and go. And if you stop it here again, you're going to see Bieksa. He's going to go all the way, right from his own zone, right through the gut of the ice to the front of the net. That's how you create offense. A little shot there by Higgins. Bieksa right there on the doorstep to try to bang it home. Offense from your defense. Venus Coyotes know all about that. You look at Bieksa's numbers, tough guy to play against, logs a lot of minutes. Complete package on that blue line for the Canucks.
Hansel to take the face-off against Santorelli. Stanton shoots one in. No problem there for Mike Smith. Chopped at by Yandle as the Coyotes look to move it along on left wing. Out of the zone now, Bourbada. Bourbada out there with Hansel and Korpikoski. Yandle and McCulloch, and now McCulloch will set it up inside of his own zone. Again, the Coyotes right now 5 defensemen. They've had to do that for this entire second period. Derek Morris played part of the first. He's the guy that is missing. Good keep of the line there, Haber, and now it's played out and all the way back to center.
Yeah, that's not going to bode well for tomorrow's game against Anaheim. Tonight is fine, but they're going to be sucking wind.
Yeah, that game will be right here on 3TV tomorrow from Anaheim at Honda Center.
Guys like Keith Yandle, everyone's minutes on that back end are going to be up. But Yandle and Oliver Ekman-Larsson, they're going to be over 30 tonight.
Played all the way back, could get an icing call here, and at the touch is Stone, and we get the whistle. Well, just 2 weeks ago, a late goal in a shootout sunk the Coyotes in Anaheim, but tomorrow night on 3TV, the Coyotes are back at Honda Center for another crack at the Ducks. Coverage starts at 8 p.m. It's huge Pacific Division rematch. Your surging Coyotes against the NHL's one of their top point teams. Tune them in only on 3TV. Now Vancouver has elected to use their one and only timeout here.
Yeah, icing. They were gassed. A little breather.
Well, Roberto Luongo, we talked about how big of a deal his contract was in terms of dollars, and in the last week locking in the Sedin twins, and of course they're matching identical contracts.
I loved how they did it. Didn't draw it out, no drama, just get it done. They didn't talk about it. It was just, you know what, here's our numbers, this is what we're worth.
Maybe put a little bit of left a little bit of money on the table, would you say?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they did. I mean, It's a little more difficult when they're a twosome. They're a complete package, 1 or nothing. But talk about a dynamic duo. The best in the game, if you ask me.
They are terrific to watch, that's for sure.
Not fun to play against. That's for sure.
And what team could afford both of them? When you think about it, if they were to go, had they not signed and ended up somewhere else, I mean, like you say, they're a tandem, they're a tag team,
and they're not spring chickens anymore. But that's still a good deal. Short, not overly long-term contract.
Doan! And he scores! Shane Doan, he's tied it, and a shot over the shoulder of Roberto Luongo.
Oh, what a shot is right, and starts in the neutral zone. His 5th goal of the season. The big captain starting to heat up. Good puck movement through the zone with speed. Good cycle. Juicy rebound there. Keith Yandle finds Doan, and he just buries it. Heads up play there by Yandle. Pushes it to the outside. Shane Doan gets all of that one low to the stick side. On Luongo.
Doan is 5th from Yandle and Moss. How many times in practice have we seen him shoot from there?
He's always trying to get better. The last guy off the ice once again today.
You're right, it was a low shot from the angle way up here at Jobbing.com. It looked like it might have caught Luongo high.
It was hard though. You can see the stick bend. Keith Yandle put a little crispy pass right under the money.
So an icing call here against the Coyotes. Shane Doan, like he's done so many nights, comes through in a big way and gets a huge game-tying goal.
Yeah. After pregame skate, he came off the ice, and I'm feeling good. Feeling good, well rested, ready to go. Day off, pay off the other day. Good, hard-working day of practice yesterday.
This one batted away by Mike Smith. On a shot from Daniel Sedin. Now Klinkhammer trying to get it out, but he can't. Turnover nearly put home. Ekman Larsson in a battle with Kessler. Henrik trying to take it away. And brother Daniel going to work on the right wing boards. Flipped into the corner, Kessler.
There's Bieksa again, sniffing down back door.
Now it comes in front. Coyotes will try to get it out. Play to the corner. Vancouver's got the Coyotes running around here. And now it's knocked away and out of the zone. Klinkhammer back to center. Tried to play it across for Bodker. End of a long shift. Nearly too many men on the ice. Here's a chance. Back it over the line. Now Ribeiro to the front, and it rode up that time on Luongo. And we get a whistle here. Yeah, are they going to get the Coyotes?
Too many men, I believe, is going to be the call.
Phoenix, bench minor, too many men on the ice.
It took them way too long.
A little bit of the Keystone Cops going there.
Yeah, there was a rough line change for the Coyotes. You look at all the bodies on the ice. I can't even count them. As McCulloch gets dropped there, we got too many men right there. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now.
Smitty makes 8, right?
Yeah, 3 too many. 2 too many.
19:03 at the time of the bench minor for too many men on the ice. So a Vancouver power play that is 1 for 1 with 1 shot. He's back on the ice. That shot from Ryan Kessler. They get the offensive zone faceoff to the right of Mike Smith.
The only good thing is that Henrik Sedin line is gas, so they're going to go to their second unit.
Garrison out high, shoots, stop, rebound, Higgins. Side of the net, Coyotes all over it, trying to get it out, but they can't. Chance Garrison, he shot just wide. Off the end boards, that was blocked away. I think Stone got a piece of that one. Huge kill here with under a minute to go in the second. Higgins with it. At the line. Edler for Higgins, across, Garrison blocked away that time, Ribeiro, and it's cleared out.
How about that block by Mike Ribeiro?
Garrison gets it back in. Offside Canucks.
Your most skilled player on your team is buying in and blocking shots. Coyotes lose the face-off. Good second effort there. And there's a bomb. Big, juicy rebound. As you look at Vlasla battling away, knocking Burrows out of the way so Mike Smith can see that puck. That's how you box out.
14 to go in the period. This one is over the glass and out of play. And so let's see, they're going to mark the faceoff, I believe, coming outside the zone with 9.8. One Vancouver shot so far on this power play that has another minute 14 remaining.
Faceoffs, so important. 10 to go, one last crack at it. As you see, not sure if that was Daniel or Henrik off to that left far side by the bench. Kind of sleeping over there. Keith or McCulloch just notices him now.
We might have a clock issue here as referee Francis Charon is discussing something. 9.8 up on the board in terms of a time that they're showing on the scoreboard here at Jobbing.com, and I'm going to bump that back up to 12.2. Look at public address announcer Paul Sura, and so they compromise at 11.5. So a huge face-off here late in the period, so that means Antoine Vermette out to take the draw against Henrik Sedin. 11.5 on the clock and a minute 16 left in the bench minor.
Keep your eye on that guy right there.
Play to the line, Burrows over the line, he shoots, and a stop that time by Smith. Good look there for Vancouver with 6.6 now left.
There was the play that they were looking for. Henrik Sedin, as he creeps right through the gap. Burrows jumps through a hole as well. They broke coverage. Now they're going to get one last try here with 6.6 to go.
Vermette and Henrik Sedin again to the right of Mike Smith. Into the corner it goes. McCulloch, he'll just eat it in the corner, trying to run clock here. Excellent play there. Textbook Zbynek McCulloch in his 600th National Hockey League game here tonight, and he kills clock, and we have reached the second intermission. Well, Todd will be up next. He'll chat with the goal scorer, the captain, Shane Doan, and we'll also talk about that 6 degrees of Coyotes coaching connections, have stats and highlights as well. Big goal late by the captain, Tyson.
Oh, huge goal by the Coyotes. Again, they got back to Coyote hockey, getting the pucks in deep, and it paid off. Beautiful feed there by Keith Yandle to set up that goal for the captain, Shane Doan. 20 minutes to go on home ice where they're on fire. Let's see what they can do.
Well, Vrbata gave them a 1-0 lead. Then Vancouver got goals from Handers and Kessler early in the second period to take a 2-1 lead before Shane Doan was able to beat Luongo for his 5th. End of 2 tonight at Jobbing.com. A dandy 2-2 tie. Coyotes heading out to the ice here for the third period. In a 2-2 tie with the Vancouver Canucks. And this one might go a little bit longer, as have the last 2 games. In the game against Nashville, it was Mikkel Boedker with a big shootout goal, and Thomas Greiss, whose money in shootouts, if you go back to San Jose, and then Saturday night it was all about Mike Smith. And who finished it off? Antoine Vermette. He started the scoring and finished it with a shootout goal. Coyotes won that one as well, 3-2. So they're winning close games. This one no different. And when you look at third periods, as Shane Doan referenced to Todd Walsh between periods, they've been very, very good.
Yeah, this has been their best period. First in the National Hockey League. A +9 goal differential. It's time to get her done. Back-to-back situation. You got to make your hay at home. That's the key. Shane Doan with his 5th goal of the season, starting to heat up. His 4-game point streak came to an end the other night. Looking to restart one here.
First things first, Coyotes begin the third period shorthanded. Still a minute remaining in that too many men on the ice penalty that carries over. Jordan Swartz is in the penalty box serving the minor as Henrik Sedin will bring it in for Daniel, and Daniel takes a shot, and that's stopped by Mike Smith. Big rebound just sent wide. Now Daniel will look to set it up. 42 to go in the power play. Critical early juncture of this third period of play here tonight as Hamhuis back out high. Across it goes. Henrik looking to set it up. Hamhuis again across. Kessler setting up for that shot in the left circle. Meanwhile, Henrik down low for Daniel. Good stick that time for Met, and he clears it out.
Really good stick there. See Vancouver move that puck around. So dangerous.
10 seconds to go on the penalty. Intercepting is Hansel. He'll skate it back. He takes a shot. That goes wildly off the end boards. Played away by Luongo, and now the puck into the corner as Swartz is out of the box. So the Coyotes kill it off.
What that heads-up play there by Luongo, though. The wide shot by Hansel. He comes out and just gets a stick on it. Otherwise, that would have been a good chance for Korpikoski.
Rabada fanned on a wrister. Now Korpikoski, here's an opportunity out high for Stone. Stone will play it in behind the net. Korpikoski's there. Try to work it in front for Rabada, left wing side. Well, Hansel that time wrapped up in behind the net. Now he's trying to work it down low. And Garrison will go after it. So the Canucks settle it down. Higgins backing over the line. He'll chase it in the corner on the right wing. Here's a chance. Edler out high, but he fanned on it, but he was able to keep the zone as this one sent across, and a good stick by Stone as the Coyotes try to work it in behind the net before it comes in front. Now out of the zone for Shane Doan, and he'll loft one back. Right to Luongo, and this is going to get a face-off.
Well, he stops pucks, he scores goals, and now he can live on your shelf. And the Coyotes host Alex Ovechkin and the Capitals Saturday. The first 10,000 fans will get a free Mike Smith bobblehead, courtesy of Gila River Casino. Get your tickets today at PhoenixCoyotes.com.
We were doing our game preview for the web and for In Arena yesterday, and you were holding one of those bobbleheads. What do you think?
Pretty solid. I wish he had the full hawk. The teeth are fairly white. I'll give him that.
Moss! Stop that time. Luongo square to the shot there. Across now, Yandel. To McCulloch. Across. One-timer save Luongo.
Oh, what a play there. Again, the captain, Shane Doan. With his fifth shot of the hockey game.
He loves that spot, either in that left circle or just above it. And now Yandel will look to move it along. Again, no Derek Morse. Will not return to the game. Injured back in the first period of play. Chipchera will circle inside of his own zone. And out back through center. Now Bieksa with it. Stanton looks to play it along. Step up play there, but it's cleared out. Sestito was going after it before it's turned. And now the Coyotes will try to get it in on right wing. Swartz. Now Swartz holding on to it. Into the corner, Chipchera out high, Yandel. Has McCulloch right side. Wrister blocked as it went towards the net. Swartz with a big hit there.
Oh, good shift here by Swartz. Couple big hits. Just a good cycle. This is, again, the energy line going to work.
Bieksa. Good keep of the line by Yandel before it's cleared out and sent all the way down. So Yandel will set it up as we roll on here in the third period. Story so far of the period, the Coyotes killing off the remaining time that was left on the Vancouver power play, carried over from the second period. Canucks will bring it right back in. Ekman Larsson steadies it. And out of the zone quickly to center for Bodker on right wing. Gains the Vancouver zone. Gets it to the front. Ekman Larsson tried to set it up for Vermette.
Oh, what a play all the way around. Starting from the breakout pass by Oliver Ekman Larsson. Looking up the boards, hitting the middle seam.
Garrison will take it away. hustles it up on right wing. Ekman Larsson out there, and now Klinkhammer trying to advance it, can't do it. Stone picks it off, and he'll cross center. Plays it in where Hansel will go deep in the left wing corner. And now Kessler back to center ice before it's intercepted, and Klesla dishes it there for Hansel. Over the line, he shoots, and a stop by Luongo. Big shot there by Marty Hansel.
Oh, let's go back to that breakout play that I was talking about. Oliver Ekman Larsson is going to get this puck behind his net and stop it right here. He's going to look up to the boards, but instead he's going to hit this guy right up the gut of the ice. That is just a heads-up play. He waits for the Vancouver Canuck player to move his stick to take away that board pass, and then he follows it up too. First guy back, first guy up the ice.
Bieksa, or excuse me, Tanev bringing it along back through center Santorelli, but it's offside, and so the faceoff will come out. Christian Tanev is settled into the lineup. Marty Hansel at the other end just moments ago with a good look.
Tanev was the Canucks defenseman that coughed up that first goal with Shane Doan barreling down on him. Had a solid game here tonight, though.
Last goal came 24 games ago for Tanev against the Coyotes. Referee Kevin Pollock in to set the traffic in the circle. Klesla. Around the boards, Korpikoski and Hansel. And the Canucks will stretch it and play it all the way up. Or Smith will steer it in behind the net. Now Korpikoski leaves it there for Hansel. Late offside here as Hamhuis will bring it out for the Canucks. Over to Tanev. Sent it right back in. Ekman Larsson calmly to Stone, and the Coyotes will outlet through center for Ribeiro. Ribeiro give chase in behind the net. Took a bump there on Bieksa. Richardson got it out. Ribeiro will turn, but he had to wait that time for Moss to get onside. Played back into the neutral zone. Richardson will get it back in over the line. Here he comes. Right side, he shoots, and that goes wide. Edler. Now Bieksa tried to get one in front that was blocked by Ekman Larsson, and off the glass and down by Moss. 22-22 the shots, 2-2 the score, so if you have twos, you're doing pretty well.
Deuces are wild. Right.
Randall plays it in behind the net, lost it. Couldn't advance it. Stanton at the left point. Set it in behind the net. Henrik Sedin can't set it up. Good tie-up move there by Keith Yandle, but Vancouver still with some pressure now. Yandle will go after it.
Yeah, waves of white, but good job by the Coyotes keeping the Canucks to the outside.
And a good stick by Bacher, which forces it all the way deep inside the Vancouver zone. Out for Ekman Larsson. For Klesla. And Klinkhammer will deflect one deep. Higgins. Plays all the way back. Burrows. Crowd's starting to get into it here. Good crowd tonight on a Tuesday night here at Jobbing.com.
Well, they're a little bit owly.
Babata's got a little room. He'll send a wrister onto the net, batted away by Luongo, and we'll step out. 12-12 remaining. A 2-2 tie. Welcome back. 2-2 the score. John Tortorella's team beginning a road trip. Not an easy one here tonight in Phoenix, and then they do the California swing, San Jose, and then Los Angeles and Anaheim back-to-back over the weekend. And the numbers at home. We'll see the Ducks tomorrow night at Honda Center. Ducks coming off that long trip.
That's a tough road trip, is right. Holy.
After the game, the Coyotes will fly to Los Angeles, bus down to Anaheim, and get ready for that game tomorrow night against Bruce Boudreau's team. Hey, you look at the numbers.
There used to be easy games.
Yeah.
When I played, it was like, you'd play the Islanders. This will be an easy one. And it was. Not anymore. There's no easy games in the NHL.
The special teams numbers in Anaheim aren't that good, but what do? They go on that road trip, and they went 5-2-1, I believe.
The Coyotes used to be an easy game. Come into Phoenix and be like, it'll be point night. Easy night. Not anymore. The culture has changed here.
Boston behind the net, sets it up. Doan has room. Try to jam it to the front. McCulloch ropes one towards the net. That goes wide. Yandel will pinch. Back out high. Moss, good support. Right to the glove of Luongo, and he holds.
Couple Apple turnovers there from the Vancouver Canucks. Tortorella won't be happy with that. That's the pressure, the forechecking pressure that the Coyotes need to finish the rest of the game with. 2 turnovers. Easy save for Luongo, but when they play that way, they make things happen.
Vermette's unit back out. Ekman Larson, right on. Knocked away that time by Luongo. Used his stick.
That hit him right in the pumpkin.
Now in behind the net, the Canucks will bring it along as Edler flips to center, backing over the line. Try to set it up for Kessler. Tried that time, give it to Kessler by Stone. Vermette behind the net. Stone's going to go after it. And Vermette will bring it along back to center. Maybe a 3-on-2 for the Coyotes. Right side entry. Bakker shoots, and a stop that time Luongo, but a shot on goal and an offensive zone faceoff.
Well, we'll take a look. Coyotes are going to win this face-off. Watch Henrik Sedin come out to block this shot. It's like a goaltender. But a nice job there by Oliver Ekman-Larsson. He just pulls that puck in with his toe, changes the shooting angle and lane, and gets that puck through. That's what good defensemen have to do. I mean, it's like you have 5 goaltenders out there on the ice because everyone's willingness to block shots.
Vancouver's aggressive forecheck has been on display. Here's a chance out high. Yandel, little weak shot, bounces in front. I wonder if it might be a goal like that that's going to win this hockey game.
It's not going to be pretty, I can tell you that. And another good effort here by Schwartz. By far his best game tonight. He's been very noticeable.
Well, the extra forward tonight, Andy Mealy, not in the lineup. Fans starting to chant, "Let's go Coyotes."
And that must have been a tough decision for the coaching staff to sit Mealy out. I thought he's been good, really good as well. Again, we talked about him at length, just evolving his whole entire game. More attention to detail in his own zone, blocking shots.
We've definitely seen more of the fourth line here tonight, and I would imagine that goes into just overall game planning and the fact that you got 2 games in a row on consecutive nights as Santorelli will play it to the corner. Try to get it out front. This one denied. Penalty coming up here. They're going to get the Coyotes delayed call here as Higgins dangles. Higgins backhand. He hit the pipe. Well, that was a thing of beauty as Tanev now out high. Gives it off. Hamhuis trying to skate in. Blocked away. McCulloch got it with a stick. We roll on and a shot goes wide. We'll never get the possession.
Look at the traffic in front too as well. Mike Smith having a hard time seeing these shots.
Far side, Sedin try to work it free. Higgins. Now Higgins looking around across. Henrik to Santorelli. That hit a couple of bodies. And finally we get the whistle. So when the puck is shot in and it hits your goaltender and the whistle blows, how's that different? Not really sure. 2-2 the score, late third, but the Coyotes about to go on the power play.
And in perfect position in the defensive zone. Turnover by Hansel, then the hook as well. So it goes bad to worse. Coyotes bend, but they don't break as Higgins puts that right off the crossbar. You got one of your top penalty killers in the box too. This is going to be a long 2 minutes for Big Martin Hansel.
Vermette on the faceoff into the corner. After it is Stone. Tries to move it along. Vermette trying to get it out. He can't. 3 Canucks along the boards. Play to the line. Good keep. Hamhuis at the right point. Moves it along for Kessler. Challenged out high by Vermette. Rolling puck for Henrik Sedin. Trying to work it in front. Cleared out of there by Dave Moss.
Oh, good sticks there. And TV timeout couldn't have come soon enough for the Canucks to keep this line out there and fresh.
Henrik Sedin taken away but not cleared. They'll work it around. Henrik to the front and a pad save that time. I don't think Smitty ever saw it. And this one's going to be cleared but not out. Moss tried but he couldn't get it out. Near side now. Henrik Sedin. Back out high for Hamhuis. Already a shot on goal here in 1:07 remaining in the power play as a shot is deflected wide. And cleared down the length of the ice that time by Michael Stone.
Burrows, they've elected to park him right in front of Mike Smith. Only played 3 games. Came back from injury with 4 forwards out there for the Canucks.
Santorelli sends one in. Under a minute to go in the Vancouver power play. Coyotes trying to get it out. Garrison, good keep at the point. Now Santorelli, strong game tonight for John Tortorella. Across now, Edler. Edler looking around. Edler to the front, a chance. Loose puck, nobody can get it out. Now Edler again will go behind the net. Ekman Larsson will chase it down against Santorelli. Good tie up there by number 23, and it's freed and cleared down the lane.
A little aggressive there. Good shift by Oliver Ekman Larsson. Not a big guy by any means, but using his stick. Good defensive play there earlier as well.
Back it over the line. Canucks look to set it up. 6 to go in their power play. Back out high, Garrison. Garrison shot. Stop that time, Smith. After it now. Korpikoski in the corner, but he can't get to it. Hansel back on the ice, so the Coyotes kill it off, but Vancouver still with pressure before it's knocked away and out of the zone. Well, they get through the penalty kill, do the Coyotes, as Zach Kassian will play it. And now Edler looks up ice as he moves it along for Richardson. On left wing, Kassian with it. Angled off by Michael Stone. Good battle for it. Kassian with the puck. Stanton couldn't advance it. And now Klinkhammer behind the net. And it's Keith Yandle to bring it along, and he'll skate it out. 6.5 remaining in regulation. Deflected deep by the Colonel. Back out high it goes. McCulloch, good keep there, and he'll send to the corner. Klinkhammer and BX a good one-on-one battle now. Verbata with it. Now Hansel in behind the net going after it. Back of the line, Yandle. Got one towards the net, and that's blocked by Bieksa. And Burrows will get it out. He got angled off that time with the back check by Marty Hansel. Under 6 remaining. You feel both teams ramping it up here with the pressure, especially the Canucks coming off that power play as this one is played in, and Luongo will hold. We'll step out. This one, a tight one, late. On Radim Verbata, proving that you go to the front of the net, you get your stick on the shot. He was able to put one home. Hamhuis then tied it early second at 25 seconds in. Kessler. And the Coyotes with Shane Doan at 17:39. His 5th. There are the numbers for the captain here tonight.
6 shots.
Who's going to get it? Time to pick one, Tyson.
I'm going to go 19. Stick with captain. It might be his 7th shot that gets it done.
Played out. You know what? I'm feeling Martin Hansel tonight.
All right.
I'm going Hansel.
All right.
Played it right back in. Hamhuis. Higgins will deflect this one, and it'll be an icing call here against the Canucks. Well, we've talked a lot about Derek Morris not playing most of this hockey game. So how's it been reflected in the other ice times?
Oh, unbelievable. Klesla is down a bit, no doubt, but Keith Yandle, Oliver Ekman Larsson, just minute munchers.
You mentioned Ekman Larsson, 31:01 to tie a career high at San Jose in terms of time on ice. If it goes to overtime, he may eclipse that. This one sent and deflected just wide.
Oh, that was Korpikoski in front. Boy, is he due.
All the way back it goes. Higgins in a battle there with McCulloch. They lock up sticks. Now Santorelli will take it away. Ekman Larsson's lost the glove. He continues on in the play.
Yeah, dangerous. Here, get your glove, kid.
Goes back out high, and a chance here is steered aside by Mike Smith. Ekman Larsson will go to the corner to retrieve the glove, and now he goes behind the net to try to get the puck as well. Came in front, loose, right at the crease. It's underneath Smith, and he makes the save. Oh, he was swimming, and it came up twice. Huge.
Unreal. Mike Smith in the blue paint, kicking. Cat-like reflexes. This puck comes in. There's one save, and he swallows it up. Wasn't pretty. That puck was bouncing all over the place. There it is right there. Gets it underneath them. Finds it with the glove right away. Good vision and instincts by Mike Smith. The big man.
25 saves here tonight. Stone out of the zone. Flipped it to center. Intended for Kyle Chipchura. Chipchura now out there with Vermette and Bodker. Now Chipchura will go to the bench, and he's replaced by Klinkhammer. Goes in behind the net and a big curl here for Kessler. Works it out high and a shot wide by Stanton. And played back the other way. And here's Bodker. One-on-one hockey here. Nice play by Stanton to take it away. Boy, they've liked him in Vancouver so far this season.
He didn't bite whatsoever. Cal Bodker, you got speed like that. Take it wide.
Comparing him and Bieksa. Pollock sends one in. Luongo the save, and we'll get an offensive zone faceoff for Phoenix.
Yeah, right in the breadbasket. Nothing wrong with that, too. Just under 4 minutes to go. Get an offensive zone faceoff. Every chance you can get. We talk about how important they are. Right here, this could be the difference. Who controls the puck? Coyotes have gone to overtime the last 2 straight games. It's almost like a night off for Mike Smith with only, 28 shots on net. 50 the other night against San Jose.
Into the corner and moving it back is Moss. He'll send it in behind the net. Ribeiro going after it. Gets it down low, and the captain is there, Shane Doan. Well, Doan got upended. And it'll be moved out and back through center. Got it in over the line, but a quick counter, and Doan will bring it along for Moss. 19 and 18 out there right now as Moss will send one to the corner. Ribeiro after it, but it's turned, and now the Canucks will get it back to center before the Coyotes look to take it away.
Turnovers. Make sure that puck gets out. Make sure that puck gets in at this stage of the game.
3:08 to go in regulation. Yandel try to get it across, and this one's going to go down for an icing call.
Well, there's one thing we talked about is this team, compared to other years, they're finding other ways to win. They're finding ways to win, and that's what good teams do. You look at Oliver Ekman-Larsson, 2-game winners, 7 different players with game-winning goals. It's not always one guy that you count on each and every night. Everybody is contributing, and that's what makes a fun team to play on and a good team.
Showed that in the open in the 4-game win streak. Different people contributing. Role players one game, goaltending another.
Ham and egging it.
All the way down.
Everyone feels important on this team. Everyone has a job to do, and everyone is counted on equally. And that's why the players here in Phoenix love to be a part of this team for that reason alone. So let's hope they have one more left in the barrel.
Coyotes get another face-off here, and it's been Vancouver's edge so far in the circle tonight, 32-29. They get 33-29, and a big win here as Henrik Sedin will play it in behind the net. Henrik tries to get it to the front. He did, and a shot taken that time, and a rebound goes wide. Garrison is out high with a wrist shot. Now Henrik tried to jam it to the front. It's right there and underneath Smith. He got a piece of that one. Now Kessler. And Martin Hanzal will take this one away. Big Martin Hanzal is going to skate it out as he gets it to center. And Radim Vrbata tries to get it up ice, but it goes into the bench of Vancouver. So we'll get another one here.
Is that dangerous? You look at Henrik Sedin just working his magic. Good stick there by Mike Smith. Juicy rebound though for Daniel Sedin. Kessler just can't get that puck up and over Mike Smith.
McCulloch turns it, countering the Canucks, and it's sent right back in by Archibald. Played in behind the net. Cassian, far corner. And now Klinkhammer will take it away. Closing it on 2 minutes remaining in regulation. 2-2 the score, and a great hockey game here tonight at Jobbing.com Arena. And thanks for joining us tonight here on 3TV. Oh, what a move by Ekman Larsson to bring it in over the line. He's got Bodker. He shoots up high. Luongo the save.
That move by Oliver Ekman Larsson. And starting to heat up there as Stone or Klinkhammer took one right in the lips.
In the bush.
Big hit there by the Colonel, Oliver Ekman Larsson. Twinkle toes in the neutral zone, sets up Bodker. Just throws a muffin at the net. But that's where I think Todd Walsh was saying Jimmy Playfair wanted those pucks lower. Keep those lower, put them right near the pillows, into the pads of Luongo.
One thing they've done very well tonight, Tyson, I think, is when they get the puck into the offensive zone, if there really isn't a play, they're at least getting shots on goal and creating offensive zone faceoffs for themselves, too.
Yeah,
They get another one here.
Good point, but shoot them at the pads.
Yeah.
They worked on it in practice yesterday, the shot pass. Rebound off the pads to the guy crashing the net.
Canucks will win this draw as Bieksa curls out of the corner. Couldn't get it out. Ribeiro flips it deep. Doan's going to go after it.
Safe play there by Ribeiro.
Doan will take it away. Doan looking around, got it to the front, and Luongo the save. And Ribeiro was on the far side to the left of Roberto Luongo.
That was a little bit of a home pass by Shane Doan, but he knew that Ribeiro was there. He just couldn't get that pass where he wanted to. Little stop up, shimmy shake, throws it right at the net. Bieksa had no clue that Ribeiro was backdoor.
Minute 36 remaining in the third. Now Doan behind the net, try to get it to the front. It's right there. Oh, and an opportunity by Moss. He went right to the front on Luongo.
What a read by the captain Shane Doan off that faceoff. The Canucks win the draw. But Shane Doan gets to that puck first.
Dave Moss, such a smart player. As now Verbato will bring it along with 1:10 to go. Play it out. Doan tries to get it in over the line, but this play is offside. Shane Doan doing some good work tonight in the corners.
Yeah, the wrap around the stop. There's Moss in front. Tries to go 5-hole on Luongo. Good movement there by Roberto Luongo. Right to left, closes up that 5-hole.
That was his 8th shot on goal tonight, Shane Doan. He's got one of the 2 Coyotes goals along with Radim Verbato as we go under a minute remaining in the third. Smith ropes it around, try to get it out for Ekman Larsson. That hit one of the referees. Now Ekman Larsson will look to move it along. Francis Chiron just trying to get out of the way. Korpikoski now, and he'll free it for Hanza. Across from McCulloch, 35 to go. Can the Coyotes do it in regulation? Shot on, stop Luongo, loose in front. Will be played away, and Daniel Sedin will send one all the way deep. So Mike Smith in behind the net. 18 to go. Ekman Larsson will move it along. Klesla gets it back to center. Got it in over the line. They fly the zone. Nearly a chance there as Smith will get this one out. 7 seconds to go.
How nice is it to have a goaltender that can do that? Just float it right into the neutral zone, out of harm's way. Game over.
And that's going to do it. 2-2 the score, and this game, Tyson, headed to overtime here tonight.
Why wouldn't we? 3 games in a row. It has been an exciting hockey game, to say the least. We're going to see a little 4-on-4 action out of 2 of the top offensive teams in the National Hockey League. This is going to be a treat.
End of regulation, 2-2 the score. Hamhuis and Kessler for Vancouver, Verbato and Doan for the Coyotes. Coming right back with the OT. With the San Jose Sharks, who are in action tonight against Buffalo. There are the numbers after regulation, and Vancouver has been lights out in OT.
A lot of offense, to say the least. Mike Smith is going to be counted on heavily here. Look at his record. In OT, 26-36.
Start of a huge 24 hours for the Coyotes as they'll be in Anaheim tomorrow night.
Hey, look at Vancouver. They're all at the neutral zone, drawing up a play, talking about exactly what they want to do.
Luongo's numbers. So we go 4-on-4 in the overtime. It's a 5-minute overtime, and if neither team able to score, we'll head to the shootout. And the Canucks with puck possession as it'll be set up by Edler. Alex Edler will take his time as he brings it out. Got it back to center ice. Took a bump there from Mikkel Bodker. Over the line, Edler. He shoots, batted away by Smith. Coyotes will look to get it out. They can't. Good keep there. Bieksa bouncing puck towards the net. Daniel Sedin nearly had a look. Battle along the goal line. Comes out high. Here's a chance and a shot over the top. Edler. Good stick there. Bodker.
That's an example right there of why the Vancouver Canucks are so good in 4-on-4 action overtime. So much more room out there to dance and make these type of plays. Good stick there by Bodker though. Getting in the lane. So now that you've eliminated that first top line, now it's time for the Coyotes to capitalize. But they still come back with Kessler. The depth on this Canucks team.
Chance is sent towards the net, but it's blocked away by Ribeiro. And Chris Higgins is the other forward out there right now. He's had a good game here tonight for Vancouver. And he's got the puck in behind the net. And this one goes past the stick of Tanev, so that'll get the puck up the ice. Shane Doan in hot pursuit. He's out there with Ribeiro, Klesla, and Yandel. And now out of the zone it goes. Hamhuis brings it back and over the line. Here's a chance. Higgins blocked away that time by Klesla. Goes in behind the net for Kessler. And now down low. In behind Tanev with a wide turn. Took a bump there from Doan. Opportunity here out high. That went off the skate of Kessler.
Nice job though by Klesla. Again boxing out Kessler.
Now the Coyotes will bring it back. You're feeling my pain.
That is tough, eh? Life of a play-by-play guy.
It's a grind. Stone. Ekman Larson. And now Stone will bring it along and over the line. Michael Stone got it to the front, and Hansel was there. Martin Hansel's going to feed the point man. It's Ekman Larson. For Stone. Wrister to the net, and a stop that time. Marty Hansel tried to get it in front for Bourbada. Jamming it up that time. Ekman Larson. Back out high. McCulloch will take a shot. That hit a body in front to Edler. Burrow's now behind the net. Took a bump there from Hansel. And out of the zone and moving it along is Santorelli. Santorelli to the corner now. Daniel Sedin out high. Now Stanton. Stanton holding on to a good stick there, and Vermette will flip it along, and he gets it right back through center. Antoine Vermette holding up. That plays onside, so it's rushed in by Klesla. But Bieksa will take that one away. 2:05 remaining in overtime. First team to score in the 5-minute overtime wins the game. Otherwise, we go to the shootout. Taken away Vermette. Coyotes fans into it again. Doan goes after it. He'll play it in behind the net. Now Ekman Larson for Klesla. And he'll send right back. It's all about puck possession right now.
Good forechecking pressure though by the Vancouver Canucks, hemming the Coyotes in.
Ribeiro tries to get it back through center. Mike Ribeiro tried to give it off near side. Kessler will take it away. 1:20 remaining in overtime. Tanev. Hamhuis now will bring it along. Vancouver in over the Coyotes line. Higgins to the front. Steered aside by Smith. Racing after it, Vrbata, but he can't beat BX into the puck. Under a minute remaining in overtime. Higgins on left wing and over the line. Try to get it to the front. That goes wide. Kessler now back out. Knocked away by Yandel. He'll free it for Hansel, and the Coyotes bring it back through center. Now McCulloch as Vrbata goes to the bench and is replaced. Ekman Larsson got it in over the line before it's taken away. And now a chance for Burrows the other way. Locked up with Bodker. Well, McCulloch plays it around. 22 to go in the overtime. And Bodker will bring it across. Trying to use that speed here in overtime, but he lost it. Knocked away that time by Garrison. It ends up in behind the net. A dozen seconds remaining. And it's Edler to skate it out. And this one over the Coyotes bench and into the crowd here with 5.3.
Another example though, Bodker gets that puck with speed and he stops up. Stop up and then go wide with it. Force Vancouver to turn. I'm not sure he realizes how fast he is some games. You can't stop him. When he gets those legs going and churning, look out, he is a defenseman's nightmare. That's what they see in their sleep.
Face off outside the Coyotes zone, 5.3 remaining in overtime. So McCulloch has it. He'll skate it to the near corner, clear it to center, and this game is headed to the shootout. Crowd enjoying this one here tonight at the Jobbing.com arena.
Oh, they're going to be in for a treat, I can tell you that, with these shooters. You know you're going to see a Ribeiro. Sure you're going to see one of the Sedins as well.
We'll take a 1-minute break and then be right back for the shootout here tonight. 2-2, Coyotes and Canucks. Welcome back. Mikkel Boedker, Antoine Vermette, a couple of the shootout heroes of recent past for the Coyotes. A 2-2 tie in the shootout. Well, we go back to the game against Nashville here last week. Mikkel Boedker, told you he was the hero. So was Thomas Greiss. He was terrific.
You know you're going to see Boedker in this one. Antoine Vermette had the big goal the other night. You're going to see Radim Vrbata, who switched up his move as well. Always a treat.
Both teams guaranteed a point. The shootout works pretty much this way. They resurface the ice down the middle to kind of give more of a fresher sheet for the shooters against the goaltenders. You select 3 shooters. Each team has those 3 shooters compete. If it's tied after 3 shooters aside, you pretty much go into a sudden death round after that.
Yeah, you can scrape the ice so that all your skill players can make those skill moves without a little extra drag on the puck, snow buildup. And Anaheim, I can tell you, they're licking their chops right now. They're loving to see this game go into overtime. The Coyotes play Anaheim tomorrow night at the Pond. Get on the bird after this one.
Getting the shooters right now. Coyotes will go with Boedker, Vermette, and Ribeiro. And the Vancouver Canucks countering with Santorelli, Kessler, and Higgins.
Oh, Vrbata?
Excuse me, Burrows and Higgins.
Oh, Vrbata is second. I guess. I was going to say.
Boedker, Vrbata, Ribeiro. Santorella, Burrows, Higgins.
Oh, we're going to see that same move. It worked the other night. It's the reverse Radim Vrbata. Left-handed shot. Backhand. Cheese.
Well, he's ready to go against Roberto Luongo. Now Roberto's going to take a little bit of time here to scratch up the crease. It's almost like freezing a place kicker.
On their feet.
Bodker now pick it up, and he comes in on Luongo. Stopped that time by Roberto. No move.
Oh, just the old-fashioned burying the pad. Comes down with good speed. He saw some daylight. He likes to go far post, just about 6 inches up. Another inch, and that's posted in. That's a perfectly placed shot. Good save.
Mike Santorelli. Money in shootouts, 11 for 22. Comes in on Mike Smith. Stopped by Smith.
Oh. Came in with speed, just tries to muscle it through the 5-hole of Mike Smith. Nice job by Smith closing the big gap.
32 of 73 for Radim Vrbata. Second shooter for the Coyotes here in the shootout. He goes left and now and on Luongo. Score!
Wow, he wanted to go backhand. He wanted to. Roberto knew it was coming, took it away. Look at him. He bites on it. A wide open net on his forehand. That is a thing of beauty right there.
Coyotes with a 1-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the second. Here's Burrows, 11 for 27. Score!
Oh, that was making me dizzy. He almost touched both sideboards, left and right. That's the point of that, is to get the goaltender moving and thinking.
Mike Ribeiro, 22 of 60 as he's ready to shoot. They hit the outside of the net. So now the Canucks have a chance to win the game.
I think there's too much going on in Mike Ribeiro's between his ears. He's got so many moves, he doesn't know which one to choose. I didn't have that problem. I didn't have that move.
Chris Higgins is 3 for 13, and he's got a chance to win it here. He's had a great game tonight for Vancouver. And he comes in on Mike Smith. And he hit the post!
We saw this the other night in San Jose, didn't we? A big post in the shootout. He rips this. Glove side.
Top of the fourth. And it's Oliver Ekman-Larsson who's 3 for 9. Chance to put the Coyotes up. He's in on Luongo. And he's stopped by Luongo.
No Antoine Vermette yet. Oliver Ekman-Larsson just ran out of real estate there. Roberto Luongo read him like a book.
Daniel Sedin is the next shooter for Vancouver, 4 for 24. And he's ready to go here as he comes in on Mike Smith. He's stopped by Smith.
That was a save right there. That right pad out of nowhere. Shows backhand to his forehand. Boom. Just got a piece of it.
We roll on. Shane Doan, 11 for 35, and the captain will pick up the puck at center. Stopped by Luongo.
Oh. Roberto Luongo throws out the oven mitt. Shane Doan shot all the way. Just buries it right into the glove.
So Ryan Kessler now with a chance to win it for the Vancouver Canucks, 10 for 39. He comes in on Mike Smith. He hit the post.
I think he was getting Mike Smith to think that he was doing the same thing as Burrows.
And now
is Antoine Vermette. There we go.
So Kessler comes up short. Antoine Vermette, he won it in San Jose Saturday night. Can he get a goal here tonight? Picks it up and he comes in on Luongo. Score! He got it! He tucked it inside!
Barely did he tuck that in. I thought he ran out of room. He snuck this one in. Puck just bobbled on him at the last second, and Roberto, his legs just weren't long enough. He stretches him out. That puck just barely trickles in.
Henrik Sedin, the next shooter, and he brings it in with some speed. And he lost it! And the Coyotes have won it!
He dumps it in the corner.
What a win! Another come from behind, come from ahead, whatever you want to call it. Unreal.
What a game. Once again, the Phoenix Coyotes do it in a shootout. Antoine Vermette, Mike Smith came up huge. And the Coyotes, 2 more points, 24 and rolling.
What a night. Mike Smith, big win here tonight. 33 Vancouver shots, and he stopped 31 of them.
Gutsy effort. No Derek Morris. The back end made up for that lost ice time. Good game by the fourth line. Everybody contributed in this one.
Win streak at 5. Coyotes win it tonight by the final score of 3-2. We'll see you again tomorrow night as the Coyotes head back to California to face the Ducks. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. And be sure to visit PhoenixCoyotes.com for all your Coyotes insider information, ticket specials, and complete game coverage. Next up on 3TV, it's News at 9 with Carrie Pena and Fields Mosley.